Yo, what's good, bro? This is the 14-day social media challenge. And just to show you that it actually works, I'm going to show you my screen time real quick. I'm not too sure if you can see it. But yeah, this is my screen time. I don't have like a second phone that I secretly scroll on. I don't watch any bullshit on my PC. So yeah, hopefully this has convinced you that the 14-day social media challenge will actually work for you. You can also find testimonials of the 14-day social media challenge working if you click on the first link in the description. So what's the 14-day social media challenge? First, I'll just tell you like what the 14-day social media challenge will actually achieve for you. So when you go on to the 14-day social media challenge, not when you go to like the result of the challenge will basically be that you will scroll less. The worst addiction that you have in terms of like scrolling will be gone. So I kind of define screen time as many different addictions. There is like short form content addiction, TV show addiction, movies addiction, like Mr. Beast, like watching Mr. Beast addiction. Like I see it as all of these different addictions. So the worst one of these addictions will be gone within the next 14 days of you initiating this challenge. So how do you actually how do you get onto the challenge? How do you stay on with it? How do you like actually like what's it called? Proceed from after watching this video, and what do you do after the challenge? So I actually have no script for this video. I'm just like going off the top of my head. So what you want to do is you want to figure out what like your worst addiction is within like screen time, within social media. And for most of you, it's going to be short form content. I'm not going to cover everything in this video. You can find everything first link in the description, but I'm just going to assume that the biggest problem for you is short form content. So that's what I'm going to base this entire video around. So we want to quit short form content. We want to eliminate it from your information diet completely within the next 14 days. And if you're watching this video so far, you should be aligned with the mission that you are going to go on now. And the mission is we're going to quit short form content now. And yeah, we've started now. I've already like shot this starting pistol up into the air. The marathon, like the race has begun, and you are a part of it. Either you quit now and you accept like a losing, you accept never quitting your screen time, or you're like, fuck, we've begun, the challenge has started, and from now on I'm not going to watch any short form content for the next 14 days. Now, how do you actually do this? How do you actually quit your phone addiction? Like not completely, like how do you actually not scroll at all, like no short form content for the next 14 days? What we want to do is we want to set up a bit of friction. We want to set up a bit of social accountability. We want to set up like a small commitment contract. And then we want to figure out what your substitution is going to be. So starting from the top, let's set up a bit of friction. Go on to like ChatGPT, like search for, like ask it like, you can like make like a voice message. You can be like, yo, ChatGPT, so I have this problem. I'm scrolling like on Instagram. What is like the best app that I can use and whatever, yada, yada, yada. And I would just say download like Opal, ScreenSend, OneSec. There's a bunch of apps. Just download something that works for you, set it up, and that's it. Now you should have the friction. This is obviously the lower level of the friction, but it should help. It should definitely help you. So now we've set up the friction. Let's set up some social accountability. Text a friend, text someone, just like, yo, I'm doing this for the next 14 days. Will you help keep me accountable? Boom, that's done. And also, if you want like the whole package and you actually want to reduce your screen time completely, the first thing in the description will basically help you with that. So now we've set up a bit of social accountability. Now we want to set up a commitment contract. So usually when you scroll, for example, short form content, there is not really any consequence to it. The only consequence is maybe the work that you could have done in the meantime where you scrolled, but the difference between your 1,100th time of scrolling and your 1,101 time of scrolling is not that different. Your attention span won't change that much. Your ability to do deep work, the time wasted goes up from maybe 5,000 hours to 5,002 hours, and it's not that much of a difference. So we want to make a real consequence. We want to set up something that actually hurts if you do accidentally scroll. So what we want to set up is, for example, you grab a piece of paper. For example, I have made some over here. Let me actually find one that I have. This was not planned, but this is a good one to kind of show the gist of it. So this is a commitment contract that I made at one point, and here it is. Not too sure if you can read it, but I will read it aloud for you right now. I would usually change the wording of this to something different, but make 40 long-form YouTube videos to the Screen Time channel, that's this channel right here, before the 12th of August 2025, or give 3,000 DKK to a stranger, signature Jonas. Basically, what I achieve by doing this is I will become consistent in posting long-form videos, which I think I struggled a bit with it, and then this helped me. And 3,000 DKK for reference, I think it's about 450 bucks or something like that. So what we want to set up for you is you want to write, you grab a piece of paper and you write, and my name is Jonas, so you, for example, write, and then your name, so okay, I'll just make it from my example. I, Jonas, will not scroll any short form content for the next 14 days. And then you write, like, for example, for me, it's 13th of October right now. So I would write, I, Jonas, will not scroll any short form content for the next 14 days up until the 27th of October. And if I do, I will do X consequence. So that could be, I will sleep outside. I had a client where he would sleep outside every time he messed up his contract. And that seemed to actually work pretty well for him. But you could do basically anything. You could have it give money to a stranger. I found that to work very well for me because I value money very highly. You could do, I will do this awkward thing. I will ask 10 people if I could get like their clothes for free. Or you could just do some awkward shit that you really don't want to do. Or you could, I don't know, do some weird shit like that where it's just like, I really don't want to do it. But also another thing with this, you don't want to make the consequence so bad that if you actually fuck up that you don't actually do it. So you want to actually do the contract. And then, not the most important thing, but just to kind of professionalize it, you want to add like a signature at the bottom where you just like write a signature for yourself. And yeah, this contract worked very well for me. As you can see, I got all of the boxes in less than the 30 days. So I wanted to make 40 long form videos in less than 30 days, which is pretty damn good. So now we set up the commitment contract, we've set up a bit of friction, we set up some social accountability. Now we want to figure out what the substitution is going to be for you. So the method, like the whole method that I preach, not the whole method, but like kind of the analogy and the method that I preach is called the onion method. And if you could imagine like a big, girthy, massive onion, right? The onion represents your screen time. When we're trying to quit, what most people are telling you is like, oh yeah, go on a 7-day dopamine detox, like do this crazy thing, like buy a dummy phone. And what they're basically telling you is that they're telling you, grab this massive girthy onion and then just try to swallow it, just like try to push it down your throat. And you could probably guess that this does not work very well for you. You will not get very far with trying to like swallow a massive onion. That does not work. So we do something different. We have this massive girthy onion again. But instead of trying to swallow it, we peel away one layer of the onion and then we swallow that. We peel away another layer and then we swallow that. We peel away another layer and then we swallow that. This way we are still making progress, but we are making sure that we don't try and take this massive onion, try and swallow it, and then we go to the hospital, and then the going to the hospital is like equivalent of us like just like laying in bed, just like scrolling like this for 2 months because we're in a massive rut because our attempt didn't work. We're just pulling away one layer at a time and then swallowing that, pulling away one layer at a time and swallowing that. And this way we keep making progress without all of the like massive setbacks. So we want to find a substitute for your short form scrolling. Now, for the next 14 days of this challenge, every single time that you get the urge to scroll short form content, I want you to watch a movie instead. I want you to watch a TV show instead. I want you to watch a Mr. Beast long form video instead. I want you to watch anything else. Like, I allow everything. I think everything is cool as long as you don't watch short form content. And another thing I just want to briefly add, if you're in school, if you're at work, if you're at the gym, you're with your training partner, anything like that, and he like shows you like a piece of short form content, I think it's okay to watch that. I don't see that as breaking the rules because I don't know if you realize with the contract, I said I will not scroll because I don't see someone showing you something as you scrolling. I see that as you being exposed to it. So I use this analogy of, let's say you're trying to quit smoking and you're walking on the street and you need to go from A to B. And on your path from A to B, you see someone in the middle of that smoking cigarettes. Now, you don't smoke cigarettes. Now, what does that actually mean to smoke cigarettes? Does that mean like you need to light the cigarette yourself? Does that mean like you need to take a puff? Does that mean that you're within the smoke and you're kind of inhaling it or whatever? I would say it's you like smoking, whatever. It depends on the definition. But if you're walking from A to B and you're walking past these guys who are smoking, that's okay. You don't need to fucking go all the way around. Like, you don't need to take this big like what's the opposite of a shortcut? You don't need to take this big like extra path of this extra path that you have to walk. It's not necessary. You said scroll. You said you're not gonna smoke cigarettes. It's okay to walk past someone who's smoking. So I hope you gained something from this. And by default, from you watching to the end of this video, you've agreed to the challenge. So if you could like write a comment down below, like, oh yeah, I'm starting it, good luck, see you in 2 weeks, stuff like that. Highly appreciate that, and then we'll kind of keep you accountable a bit to it. And if you want like guaranteed results, you want lasting results, you want to make sure that you actually quit for good, you quit everything, the first link in the description will take you to my program. It is $297. It will be that on the 22nd of October. It will guarantee that you get results. I think it's going to be really good for you. I've already gotten people good results with it. So click on the first link in the description, take some action, and have a good rest of your day. Also, another thing, just because you watched to the end, if you go onto that page, like the first link in the description, if you scroll down, there will be like a contact me thingy, a link there. If you click on that, you'll get my WhatsApp number. And if you have any questions about anything, you can literally send me a message to my private WhatsApp number. So if you want that, that's an opportunity you can have as well. Click on the first link in the description and yeah, take some action. Go actually complete the challenge and yeah, have a good rest of your day.